So this is the second part of the recording of cooking this curry, and we are now letting it thing, and yeah, it spits everywhere, so it'll make a bit of a mess, but if you can't make a mess while you're cooking, you're not having any fun. So, you know, I think it's good to make a bit of mess. Now, I've done this. Now looking at the texture, it's pretty good. I have made it quite hot. I'll just taste this again. You always got to taste what you're doing. Yeah, I'll just taste this. Oops. Yum, but it's hot. But it's good. Good curry. Good curry. That's good. But I think I might use a bit of a secret. But so we're back again, and I said I was adding a little bit of a secret. Want to know what this is? Milk. Milk will bring texture to the dish, and what I'm looking for, as my wife stirs this in for me, is I'm looking for a certain texture. Now, of course, I have put a fair bit of oil in this as well. So the milk will help break down the oil. It'll give it a better texture. It'll cool it down a little bit, but it's still pretty hot. So to start with, I had chopped up some onion, put garlic in it, sauteed that off, put the mince in, and then I started adding all the other ingredients. As I said, it's better to put less than more. If you add less, you can add more, but if you put more in, you can't take more out. So you always put less and keep tasting it till you're happy with what it tastes like. But I'll pause it just for a sec, but it's tasting good. But hang on, I'll just taste it again. Get some out of here. Put a little bit more. Where's my friend here? Curry. This stuff. Madras curry powder. I don't think it needs a lot more. What do you reckon, folks? That much? Or maybe a little bit more. More. There's a fair bit going in there, so we're going to stir that in and see what it tastes like. I think that should be right.
Oh, the fridge just looked open.
Oh, got the fridge open. I better close the fridge. There's our puppy dog called Snowy. Snowy reckons he's a mad dog and wants to eat curry, but that's all right. Hey, Snowy, say hello to everybody. So I'm going to go back. So that's been put in there. Now, a little secret of mine, just to give it a bit more of a taste. You probably go, excuse me, that's hot. But that's good. Now, this is called barbecue sauce. So, we're going to put this in here. And this will give it a bit more of a taste. So that's what I put in the curry. But remember, it's got the Madras curry. It's got this in here. It's got coconut milk, garlic, onion, sumac, and of course it's got plenty of classic olive oil, classic virgin olive oil, because you've got to saute the onion and garlic off with that. So these things here are like a meal. These things here are like a meal, but basically you don't have to eat them as a meal. You can add them to your curry, which makes it good, and it tastes good. So I'll just pause it there. So I've just put some ground turmeric brown in there, and the reason I've done that is, and just remember that can stain. So But I need to just have a look for the other. Just give me 1 sec. Now, this is the rice I use. It's Indian Gate rice. I've been using it for 14 years. And the reason why is that's more than enough rice for 2 people. It's probably good for 3 people, that amount of rice. So I'm gonna, this is the rice I use. Been using it for 14 years. If I go to Indian shops, I raid the Indian shops. Indian Gate basmati rice. Best rice you can get. I always say that the rice from Coles or Woolworths or Aldi's, it's pig food. It's good for animal food. It's too gluggy. It glugs and does all the rest of it. So this is Indian Gate rice. And I'm going to put this rice in here. And I'm going to have to get some water. There's my wife there. Is it hot, is it? Oh, I put curry on my shirt. So that's simmering away at the moment. My wife is going to get me some water. So can we put some water in there? Yep, that'll do. Now, I've had cooking experience, and the cooking experience I've had means I understand what I'm doing, and I understand the process. So we're going to stick the rice on now. No, it's fine. So the rice is on. Oops, bad thing. And now we're going to cook the rice. So that's the rice I use, Indian Gate rice. So this is the second part of the cooking. And as I said, about this much rice will do 2 people, this much rice will do 4 people, that much rice will do about 8 people. So that's a 5 kilo bag there. And you get that from any Indian shop or any shop that sells international foods, mainly from Indian shops. 2 years, it's aged as 2 years, and when it comes out, you really see what it's about. So the rice is still cooking, the rice is cooking, the curry's cooking, it smells good. My wife has been helping me do it. My dog thinks there's stuff going to drop on the floor and he's going to get a tip bit. So my wife is still there stirring it. I've done this sort of cooking for a very long time. I love my curries. I love Mediterranean food as well. Like I do a Mediterranean bolognese sauce. I'll have that with pasta. But see, I'd like to tell you a little secret. You might say that's too much oil on there, but that's what you want to see in your curry dish. You don't want to see it dry. You don't want to see it where it's all cluggy and dry. You want good texture in it, because if you don't get good texture in it, what happens is it becomes dry and cluggy. What I could do with this dish is I could put some potatoes in it, but I'm not going to worry about that because it's got mince and it's got curry and it's got potato already in it from the mix packet I used before. So it's really a good curry. I might taste it again, but I can't use that spoon. I'll have to get a clean spoon. Tastes good. Around. No, that's good. That is good. And it's hot, but it's good. You want it hot, you want it to bite. So you get a good bite and a good heat in your mouth. It's good. So that's the curry slowly cooking. Got the rice cooking. The Indian Gate rice, which you get from an Indian shop. It's really good. Wife's just cleaning up stuff. Putting stuff away in the fridge. See, these are also good, just a hint, you can buy these from different shops. They're called Skyflakes crackers. And they are really good as well. And this is what they come in individual packets. They're plain biscuits, but they taste really good. And they're called Skyflakes crackers, and they come in this lovely container, and that's the crackers on there. You can break them into threes. They're really, really good. That's rubbish. That goes back up here. Yep. Oh, you got more rice in here anyway. Now, when we eat this, you'll know that we'll eat this with these are called mission wraps, super soft mini wraps, whole grain, and the mini ones are not the big ones. And we'll eat that with that. So we'll put this in a container and then we'll eat this. I'll come back with part 3 in a minute. Thank you.